Good morning. We got a brand new week, Monday, October 6th. This is the Automotive State of the Union. I'm Paul J. Daly. This is Kyle Mountsier. Today we're talking about a charger boom, Tesla's new Tease ad, and why everyone's talking about Sora 2. With examples, with video examples at the end of this show.
They're ridiculous. You got to stick around. If you're listening to the audio version right now, go find, make a note to yourself. Find the video version. All right.
Find the video version. Kyle, am I mistaken, or did Nashville SC win their first trophy over the weekend? That happened, or did I see an old post?
You saw an old post, but last Tuesday, so it's a pretty big deal. We won the Nashville SC won the U.S. Open Cup, which is the oldest of all competitions in the U.S.
What?
It is a cup that actually every single even amateur club starts at. I think it's 10 rounds of play all the way through, and won that. The bigger deal with that actually is it is the very first professional sports trophy in Tennessee history.
What?
All of Tennessee, all the basketball in Memphis and Titans and Predators and anything. First Tennessee trophy.
There you go. Well, that's got to be exciting and bring more attention to the soccer stadium. And
let's go.
You're kind of an OG. I just saw it over the weekend. I was like, I bet Kyle's so happy. You were happy.
So
you were just early happy. Listen, this week we have our next ASOTU Edge webinar on the 8th, which is Wednesday, right? It's the 6th today. We're going to talk about loyalty strategy that keeps customers coming back with Matt Gonzalez of Uber for Business at 2 p.m. Eastern. You can register for that webinar by going to, is it still ASOTU.com or is it more than cars.com?
Yeah.
Now? Go to ASOTU.com and register for the webinar so you can be there in person or get the recording, which is the way a lot of people like to consume that type of content. But listen, I maybe let the cat out of the bag. No, we did that last week, but morethancars.com. If you haven't gone there to check it out, we had a big launch last week. We're still riding high. You can go to the website and watch the launch. It was so much fun. We had a live studio audience, announced a bunch of stuff, a rebrand, doubling the size of the company, and now offering agency services to all of the industry partners and very progressive dealers who have been asking, can you help us? And we'd always be like, we're not an agency, but guess what? Now we have agency services so we can inject this mindset, perspective, energy, creativity into the thing that you're doing. So we can make both of the things, move in the same direction.
Yeah, it's about getting all the oars rowing in the same direction
across the industry.
Yep.
Right.
Exactly.
Going to make this industry one that people fight to join. Let's talk about some news today. Just as EV sales may be starting to sputter a little bit, America's charging network is finally finding its rhythm with billions in private investment and public funding, sparking a nationwide build-out. Have made it easier than ever to find a fast charger, even if fewer drivers need one. I don't know if fewer drivers need one yet, by the way.
Yeah.
I think more drivers are going to need them next month and this month. And I don't think less people are going to drive EVs. EV sales are projected to drop 25%, though, in the next quarter after the expiration of the federal tax credit. The number of U.S. fast charging ports has jumped 80% in 2 years to more than 60,000 now, as private companies and retailers like Walmart poured over $9.5 billion into new charging sites on their property since late 2023. The so-called charging deserts are slowly disappearing, but still there's some reliability issues and software hiccups that, you can kind of find out if you're an EV driver. You have all your little platforms and apps. Here's a quote from Nick Nigro, founder of Atlas Public Policy. He says, the charging industry is really maturing at a time when the rest of the EV industry in this period of uncertainty. So,
well, yeah, I think what's great about this is hopefully during this kind of like potential little blip in the EV sales journey, right? As we start to need to get past the fact that we don't have the tax credit, or need to get past the fact that the early adopters have kind of run out their welcome. The bridging the gap on the charging network kind of comes next, which allows that next adoption phase to come in, right? The people that maybe need a little bit more charging access because of their driving habits, or because they want to go longer distances in their EV. It definitely is something that it's so interesting, because you watch the industry as it grew into gas vehicles, kind of gas and gas vehicles and gas access grew at the same rate. But we've had a situation where EV sales grew faster then the charging infrastructure was available. So we'll see if kind of the charging network comes available when that second wave comes through.
Yeah, I think the timing of it's going to be great. I'm sure EV sales are going to drop. I don't think they're going to drop nearly what the doomsday predictors are saying.
Right.
And I think EV adoption is going to continue to grow. I was just thinking about this over the weekend. We have one EV and one ICE vehicle. Our ICE vehicle is arguably one of the smoothest, best riding ICE vehicles on the road today. And I was driving it and I said, the EV is so much better than this. Like, it's so much better. Like, if I ever am able to do it, I will never buy an ICE vehicle again. Wow. But I'll probably have to for the long trips and the long hauls until the battery technology catches up. But it's so far superior. If you haven't driven one, you should try it.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. It's an unsponsored post, by the way.
Unsponsored. But that F-150 Lightning is dope.
Yeah. Speaking of sponsored posts.
Segue.
Well, not really. For the record, Tesla is not sponsoring this post in any way, shape, or form. Tesla, though, are teasing an October 7th reveal, sparking investor incitement about what could be the long-awaited, quote-unquote, affordable EV. The Elon Musk-led automaker is hoping the lower-cost Model Y can recharge its momentum and Wall Street's faith. Basically, Tesla released this 9-second teaser video on X showing illuminated headlights and a date 10/7. Do we have a video to watch?
Yeah, we got it.
Let's watch the video. Let's just watch it. Okay, that's the other one. Oh, that's not the one with the illuminated headlights. That's the one. It basically is a spinning wheel. It's not really a wheel because it doesn't have any like lug nuts or whatever, but it could be a wheel cover. I don't know. It's like the wheel spinning up. You could hear it if you could just hear it. And then at the end, the big boom was it just showed the date 10/7. I'm not going to say it, but our promos were better. Way better. The new vehicle expected to, they plan to scale production of a low-cost EV. They're saying to 250,000 units annually in the U.S. by 2026. And analysts projecting deliveries could hit 1.85 million next year with the new model driving growth. One analyst said, quote, Tesla has to prove it can stay exciting without the tax credit boost. And this new model may be its best shot.
Yeah, I mean, this has been kind of long awaited for Tesla, and the timing is perfect coming off of the EV tax credit going away. If they bring this will totally change the market dynamics for them. It'll actually put their price points based on what's expected of this vehicle. It'll put it much lower than even the ICE market is trending right now. So it's going to be like back to our first story. It could be that second wave opportunity for EVs to take and land. And this is obviously a clear response to the global EV challenge that Tesla is having, where you've got automakers that are coming out of China making these low-cost EVs. And so you've got to get volume in, especially the US, where you have a foothold in EV sales.
So 20%, what's a Model Y start at? In the mid 40s, right? Low 40s?
Yep.
So this potentially could be low 30s.
Yep. Low 30s.
I have another question. Do you think that video is AI generated?
No. I don't think so.
I don't know, but maybe.
I don't know. Maybe it was.
It could have been.
Here's the thing. You never know now.
That's the problem. Oh, this is a whole other series. I watched Casey Neistat do a video on AI slop this morning, and I was like, oh my gosh.
It's so slow.
Yeah, but you don't know. You don't know. Is
AI
it real? Is it fake? Sloppy. I know. I mean, I would think if anyone was going to make a real video of that, it would be Tesla. But then again, if anyone was going to make a fake video that looked like a real video,
it was too perfect. It was too perfect, which is actually a telltale sign that it's not AI right now, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, any videos I make of myself are definitely not perfect.
Yeah, I don't know though. Maybe they.
I mean, on the other
Flynn
side,
if they hired Roy Flynn to do it, it was probably AI.
That's true. All right. Speaking of AI videos,
segue
time.
Paul's favorite new pastime, OpenAI's new app, Sora 2, has exploded to the top of the App Store, blurring the line between creation and chaos. Part TikTok, part AI video generator, and part deepfake machine. It's turning anyone with a phone into a filmmaker. Sora 2 is being called ChatGPT for creativity, letting users star in AI-generated short videos. The app very quickly hit #1 in the US App Store following Meta's competing Vibes AI video feed, which is wild because it was still invite only with a code over the week. Early testers praise its jaw-dropping creativity, but warn that it makes disinformation extremely easy and extremely real. Joe Marquez of Human Ventures warned, saying we're entering an epoch of infinite content.
Oh boy. Wow. That's definitely, I for one, don't think it's a great thing. Like, yes,
It's
I've been
real
messing around with
dangerous, in
it
my
just
opinion.
because
Yeah.
it's new. And let me give you so basically the coolest feature, in my opinion, of this, you've been able to make AI videos. This makes it definitely more accessible to most people, just having an app, putting a prompt, whatever. The most unique part about this one is that you can create what they call a cameo, which is you hold selfie camera up. It gives you 3 numbers to read. Literally, I read 3 numbers, and then you turn your head to the left and the right. And I think now you do it up and down, but when I first signed up, it was only left and right. And it duplicates you. I can't believe it got my voice, because a lot of all these other ones you have to upload big writing samples, reading samples.
Got it
or
from
whatever.
3 numbers.
I said 77, 13, 91. I literally just said 3 numbers. Okay,
that's
so
unbelievable.
You can insert yourself, right, by tagging yourself. So at Paul J Daly, right, X, Y, and Z. Let's play one. This one. I think I'm gonna just generalize what the prompt was. It was at Paul J Daly in a dark, moody alley, fights off an assassin while he says retail auto should be an industry people fight to join. And that's all I gave it, and it gave me this video.
It should be an industry people fight to join.
There you go. There's me dressed like John Wick in what looks like an amazing $3,000 suit. And I was able to fight this guy off. I looked intense, and it only took, a little prompt. So that's one. The next part of this app that is the more interesting part, in my opinion, is that if you have friends, so you get to control your likeness. So I did my cameo. It's got all my information. I can control whether no one can use it, only people I allow can use it, or anyone can use it.
Oh my goodness.
And so I saw Alex Lawrence out there, friends with EV Auto. I saw him making videos, and I texted him. I was like, hey, let me use your cameo and I'll let you use mine. And we started making content together. So here's the first one I did, where he and I are driving in the car. And I basically said, Paul and Alex driving in a car real fast. We pull into the frame, switch seats. And then I say, I said, still not as fun as what I can't remember what I said. So still not as great as people. And he yells, but close. So here's the video.
Not as cool as people, but close.
And then we drive away.
The fact that he yells at you is just like great.
Oh, it captured the emotion right. And
It's
for some
wild.
reason, it just wanted to give me a dangly cross earring. And
It gave you the dangling cross earring. You were like walking on top of the hood. It was
I
great.
did. We kind of did a Chinese fire drill like around the car, but then we ended up getting back in the same door we got out of, but we were in the opposite, so a little weird AI-ness in there. And finally, see Sam Altman, he allows everyone to use his likeness. Really smart move, by the way.
So savvy.
And so basically this one, but I had to include Alex in this one too. So basically I challenged Sam to a debate on what's better, people or robots, in a formal debate setting. And it's got a little surprise ending. So let's play that one.
People, robots, people, robots, people, robots, people, robots, people, robots, people.
So the camera's cutting back and forth to Sam and I, just pleading our case for one another, and it
Very
ends
simply
with
pleading your case. Yes.
Alex at the end is sitting at home eating a bowl of popcorn, just kind of shaking his head.
It's unbelievable. This is what a wild time we're in.
So, okay, how do we tie this to the ground? If you're creative, if you're in automotive, yes, this will affect your advertising. Yes, these tools will absolutely provide opportunities for you to do creative stuff with your brand. You have to think about it. You have to get in some reps, which is why I started using it. Like, you have to, I could sit all day and just come up with concepts. For someone like me who comes up with a lot of concepts, right? But it would take, like, even the simple one with Sam Altman, right? It would take a day to produce that.
Easily. Yeah. And the whole thing here is like, it's the same thing with all other AIs. It's like, it's a conceptual clarifier, right?
Yes.
And right now it's like, oh, I want to take this from brain to visual so that I can maybe communicate it to my team or anything like that. Yep.
Yeah. In the end, we'll see what happens. Nobody really knows what's going to happen with it. Yes, it will contribute a lot of meaningless content, which means the time where you focus on the human experience and the people of the business is even more important than ever. And one real big benefit that automotive has is, like, we are so visceral and experiential at our core, because our product is visceral, experiential, can never be replaced with AI. So I think that's a benefit. It gives us an advantage. So whatever you're doing, go out there. You have a whole entire week. Pay attention to the humans. Try the robots out. Make sure you leverage them. And we will see you here bright and early tomorrow morning.